All right, guys, this is Paul Singh, the Market Speculator, with the trade report for Tuesday, October 2nd, 2018. Interesting start to October. Um, Pretty much in line what we were taught with what we were talking about going into Monday over the weekend, and that is that market breadth is not good. Underlying stocks and what's going on in the market is not good, even though SPY still looks pretty good, and that is reflected by IWM. And we're going to see that exact thing play out. Not only we've seen it over a few weeks here, we saw it play out today. And if we look at SPY here, if all we knew about the market, we didn't know the stocks and ETFs we're watching here, all we knew is what happened in SPY, it actually looked pretty decent. We held the 9. That's what we want to happen. We had closed just right at the 9, and we wanted to see a bounce to start the week and then maybe come in and break the highs. That would be really good. And that's kind of what happened. We did close off the highs, but not really that big of a deal. We got what we would want for, a Monday to start the week when we're looking at where the market is. Now we pull up IWM and we see a completely different story. We see an ugly bullish engulfing candle. That is when you have a green day, and then you have a red candle that completely envelops the previous day's candle. Not a good sign. Just the candle itself is not a good sign. But when we think about what's been happening overall, when SPY has been going like this and IWM is going like this, SPY is up 0.33% today. IWM is at 1.32% today. Now, why is that important to us? SPY represents 500 stocks, the biggest stocks, and even within SPY, it's really certain stocks that are pushing SPY up because they are not equally weighted. IWM is 2,000 stocks, a lot of different stocks, and more the type of momentum movers we want to be trading. And look at what happened today. So definitely not a good start to October. But a lot can change. But for now, not what we would want to see. The other thing is look at the pickup in volume as well. So not only is it kind of a down move, we're still getting that negative volume pattern in here. Now, a little bit of a positive, at least that didn't happen with the Qs. The Qs at least held up here at 0.2%, still off the highs, still did not break highs here, and actually tested and fell below. So that could be seen as a negative. But if we want to see glass half full, at least the Qs were green and did not join IWM in that big down move. Now, if we look here, just look at the sectors I'm watching here. We had a few good ones, commodity related, especially oil was very strong. XLE was very strong. Energy, which obviously is good for us since we're in the leveraged ETF. China, pretty good. SPY, we talked about it. Then surprisingly, financial stayed green, even though that is not a good candle closing at the lows here when it was trying to break up off this bounce. We would expect a bounce here. And then everything else basically red. Home builders, software, which has been leading the Qs. And this is interesting because Qs held up, but what has been leading the Qs, which is software, was not good today. So home builders, India, retail. We want to see retail doing good. Retail did not do good. Biotech, which has been very strong, pulled back hard at the highs here. Cybersecurity, mid-cap biotechs as well. So not what we'd want to see to start the month. Obviously, a lot can change, and we're going to monitor this, but this is more cause for not getting aggressive. We've been slightly bullish for a while, just slightly bullish. And this week, we actually changed it over the weekend to market neutral, and now you can see why. So we remain market neutral until something changes here. That doesn't mean we can't take trades. I'm still not ready to short, but to the long side, it does not mean we can't take good trades if we if we see them, but we're going to be very cautious. This is not the period where I'm going to get in 10 positions. I'm in 3 right now, basically what I've been holding, and that's going to be it for now, unless I see something I really like. Let's go over those positions. Netflix here, strong today, looked good, did not pull back. Well, pulled back off its highs, but did not pull back below the 9 or with the market. Still, entry was, I think, around 364 right in here. We're still going for that 390 to 400 target. We're a little more than halfway there, so that's good. Obviously, energy was very strong today, up at 39. We just need about a point more, and we hit our target with our entry was in the 36s. So energy looking very strong. We want to see that. And then our only other position is Baidu. Was down today, 0.5%, but at least it held the 9. So hopefully it can hold here. and then start to bounce upwards. Stocks that I'm interested in, semiconductors held up well today. Now off the highs, but at least they were green. And then NVIDIA, one of our favorites here, continues to break out. We can't enter here, it's too extended, but we will watch for a pullback and hold of the high here around 283. So I'd love it if this thing could pull back, hold this level, and then start to run up, and then we would consider an entry there. Kohl's, even though retail was down, Kohl's was very strong today. We're watching for a trend continuation remount here of the 50-day moving average. That's when we've had a trend. It pulls back and then looks to continue. So the trigger there would probably be around 77, so it'd need to get up a point. Tesla, everybody knows what's been going on with Tesla. Nothing to do with it right now. I think the bad news is probably out of the way. So if we do get a remount of the moving average here, maybe we could take a shot at Tesla. We'll have to see where earnings is on some of these things too, because earnings season starts up next week, which obviously could change a lot of what we're seeing with the market, especially if we get some good earnings going on. So my expectation is not to really trade much tomorrow, but if the market changes or we see some strength, maybe we take a position or two.